today's proceedings in the Senzo Moyo trial may have produced one of the most intriguing moments we have seen in months. Advocate Mnisi turned to evidence that was not introduced by the defense. It came from the state itself. According to Sergeant Vusumuzi Mohane, he took and commissioned a witness statement at exactly 2 o'clock in the afternoon on 16 June 2020. But then, Mnisi opened the AVL tracking records for Mohane's police vehicle. Those records appear to show the vehicle still driving at almost 100 kilometers per hour at the exact time. So the obvious question became, how could a statement be taken while a police officer was apparently driving? Let's break down exactly what happened in court today. First, let's listen to Advocate Mnisi explaining what the witness statement says.
Now, this statement, Mr. Mohane said he took it from Mr. Buthelezi on the 16th of June 2020 at Phokeng.
Manje ke le statement umstana Mogale uthi wasithatha ke mhla ka 620 Phokeng
and at 1400 hours.
isikhathi futhi ke
In other words, it was 2 o'clock in the just in.
ngamanye amagama
And then Mr. Mohane went on to place his names there, Vusumuzi Mohane being the name and the surname.
waseke sitshela ke Mohane ke igama nesibongo.
And then
Vusumuzi
there's also a rank there, as he then was. He was a sergeant.
Ngaleso sikhathi so sergeant.
And he also went on to place on that statement the place of his office, or where his office is situated, being number 3 Troy Street here in Pretoria.
Waseqhubeka futhi ke Mohane sinikeza ke ikheli levis lakhe sike ioffice lakhe se number 3 Troy Street khona la ipi.
Then he also put his signature there. I can see it's a signature, but that surname Mohane is clearly visible.
Wase ephinde futhi esayinda lapho ngiyabona signature yakhe le ngoba ke isibongo sakhe Mohane sibonakala.
And there is also a signature there. Actually, there's indication that he also signed. Thank you. Now, are you still following, Mr. Mncube?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, very briefly, Mr. Mohane says on 16 June 2020, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he commissioned a statement that he allegedly took from Simphiwe Buthelezi. That is what I've just read and put on.
The statement in question belongs to Qiniselani Buthelezi. According to the certification completed by Sergeant Mohane, the statement was taken on 16 June 2020 at 1400 hours. That's 2 o'clock p.m. in Phokeng. Like every commissioned statement, the certification indicates that the witness understood its contents, had no objection to taking the oath, and signed the document in the presence of the police officer. On its face, nothing appears unusual. But Advocate Mnisi was preparing to compare the certification with another piece of evidence already before court. Let's hear what he showed the court next.
Now, with that background, let us look at the AV. Now, you should remember that this AVL was a piece of evidence that the state introduced with a view to try and confirm the truthfulness of the testimony of Mr. Mohane on how he dealt in Tanzania. Do you still remember that?
Manje ke ukhumbula ukuthi ke la statement lese AVL kufakazi umbuso lozama ukuthi ke ubuveze la inkantolo malana ke neqiniso ke bakufakazi kakhe umnjani Mohane. Yes.
Thank you. And I've said to you, Mr. Ngube, these are just preliminary issues, but very quickly, in the AVL, which was exhibit MM2 in bracket A, being the AVL of the 16th of June 2020, page 8 of 23, this is what is happening.
Manje ke uma sikhuma ke ngayi AVL ke sobufakazi ofakiwe la inkantolo obabizwa ukuthi MM2 A AVL akhona yenziwa ngomhla ka 20 thola lokho ku page number 8.
Now the second last entry of page 8 of 23 reads as follows.
Manje ke uma sawubheka le lapha kubhalwe khona ke lapha ku page number 8 ufundeka kanje.
There's a registration of the vehicle which was FV47LRGP. This was the famous Fortuna that is featured throughout the testimony of the state of the police state witnesses in this case.
manje okokuqala ke lapho kulo mbiko AVL ke uyabona ke registration leyo moto leyo ke ifortuna ke le engisowaziwayo kakhulu ngoba ke kuyakhulunywa kakhulu ngayo la enkantolo ethi FV47 LR.
Thank you. There's a Bobby number there. I think that is just but the registration number of the police vehicle, which is BTL 719B.
Bekhona futhi enye registration number futhi emoto amaphoyisa ethi BTL 719.
Then there's a date and time,
Kunesikhathi usuku
which is very crucial to what we're doing.
lezo ke kuzona kubaleka kakhulu kuloko sikwenzayo manje
Or what we
noma lokho esikhuluma ngakho khona manje.
The date is the 16th of June 2020.
Usuku ke mhla ka 6 June ngo2020.
The time is 13:59:50.
Isikhathi ke sikusona 13:59:50.
In other words, it was just about 10 seconds. 10 seconds just before 2 o'clock.
Bengaba ke imzunyana engaba yishumi ngaphambi kwehora
The status of the vehicle, in other words, what was the vehicle doing at that particular time?
futhi nokuthi ke imoto ke ibiyenzani ngaleso sikhathi.
The record indicates that the motor vehicle was driving.
Ima records akhuluma ukuthi imoto ke behamba.
There's a speed there. In other words, what speed was it driving at this particular time? It is indicated here that it was driving at 22 kilometers per hour.
Futhi ke khona lapha kulamaphepha lawe ke AVL ke kunendawo lapho ikhuluma khona ke ngesithi ke ukuthi behamba singakanani ithi ke behamba
22 kilometers per hour.
ngehora.
Yes. There's an order there. I don't know what does that order stand for, but it says 0. It's ODO. I don't know what does it stands for, but it says 0.
Othi olthunayo umela akazusho ukuthindani ngangazi uthini lokho which is 0.
Now there's another column there. It says location. In other words, at this point in time, where was the motor vehicle?
Nokuthi ke ngalesikhathi sona lesi leyo moto okhulunywa ngayo ke ibikuphi.
It says near Old Enfield Road, Rustenburg Rural. Now the following entry, which is the last entry on this page.
Sikhulume ke ngiyogcina ke ebhaliwe ke lelo page leliya.
The registration of the motor vehicle is still the same,
Registration ke saseyona lesi khulumile ngaphambilini
which was FV47 LRGP.
oku FV47 LRGP.
That Bobby number, which symbolizes the registration number of the police, is BTL 719B.
Nayo leyo number ke leke ifana ke na registration yamaphoyisa oku BTL 719.
Then that date and time again, it says the date was the 16th of June 2020.
Futhi ke sikhulume futhi ke ngesikhathi nosuku usuku ke u16 June ngo2020.
The time now it's 14:00:45.
Isikhathi manje ke soku 14:00:45.
The status, what was the motor vehicle doing at this point in time? The status says it was driving.
Nokuthi ke imoto le ibiyenzani ngaleso sikhathi ikhomba ukuthi imoto ke behamba ngaleso sikhathi.
There is that column that refers to the speed. What speed was it driving at this point in time? The entry says 98 kilometers per hour.
Phinde ukhulume futhi ke ngesivini semoto ngakhathi leso ke yakhombisa ukuthi beku 98 kilometers ngehora.
There is that ODO entry again, or a column. That ODO column, it says 1.
Kube khona ke lapho kubhalwe khona ke le column le ka ODO ithi 1.
Then location, in other words, where the motor vehicle was when it was driving 98 kilometers per hour at 14:45 seconds.
Nokuthi ke imoto ke le ibikuphi ngale ngathi ke isivinini sakhona ku 98 kilometers ngehora isikhathi futhi ku 14:00:45.
It says the entry in this report says the motor vehicle was near Old Enfield Road, Rustenburg Rural.
Futhi ke ngokubhalwa phansi lapha ukuthi le moto le ibikuphi ithi bephambi kwa N4 Road lapha Rustenburg.
Thank you. There is that other entry, those other information again that have got to do with the longitude and the latitude things that I've said. Don't worry about those things.
Kube khona lokubhala ke lo engathi kuwena ke ungazikhathazi ngako lokukhuluma ke ngale migqa ke yamalanguage namalongitude.
I think it is also imperative that we deal with the following entry.
Ngiyacabanga ukuthi futhi kubaleke ukuthi manje sikhulume futhi ngalokhu futhi okunye ukubhalwe phansi
On page number 9,
lapha ku page number 9
the very first entry there,
umbhalo oqala nje kulelo khasi.
Now, the registration of the motor vehicle is still the same,
I-registration yemoto ke isafana,
being FV47LRGP.
FV47LRGP.
There is that bobby number there, which is still the same, being BTL71B.
Kube nale number ke lesa esafana ke le bobi number BTL 719B.
There is that column that deals with the date and time, and the date is still the same, the 16th of June 2020.
Kube nale ndawo futhi ebhalwe khona ke isikhathi ke nosuku. Usuku safana ke 16 June ngo 2020.
Mr. Mnuba is still following.
Ngizana unqubo salandela?
London.
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Then the time, this time is 14:01:10. In other words, 1 minute, 10 seconds after 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Isikhathi ke beku 14:01:10.
Then the status of the motor vehicle, what stated here that it was driving.
Nokuthi ke imoto ke ibiyenzani ngalesikhathi leso iyachaza ukuthi ke imoto ke ibihamba ngaleso sikhathi.
Then the speedometer says it was driving at 17 kilometers per hour.
Isivinini semoto beku 17 kilometers ngehora.
Then that ODO thing there, that thingy that says ODO, which I say I do not know what that stands for, it says 0.
Nale yandawo ke lapho kubhalwe khona iODO ngachaza ukuthi angazi ukuthini ithi 0 lapho.
Then there's a location where the motor vehicle was when it was driving 17 kilometers per hour at 14:01 10 seconds on 16 June 2020.
Nokuthi ke le moto ke ibikuphi ngale nkathi ke isivini sakhona ku 17 kilometers ngehora isikhathi ku 14:01:10 ngawe ngomhla ka 16 June ngo 2014.
That location is indicated here as near Old Enfield Road, Rustenburg Rural.
Mnisi then turned to exhibit MM2, the AVL records for the police vehicle used by Sergeant Mohane. AVL stands for Automatic Vehicle Location. It records information such as vehicle movement, speed, time and location. The important point here is that these records were introduced during the trial as part of the state's own evidence. Mnisi highlighted 3 entries. At exactly 13:59:50, just seconds before 2 p.m., the vehicle is recorded as driving. At 14:00:45, it is still driving, at this time at 98 kilometers per hour. Then at 14:01:10, the vehicle continues moving. All 3 entries indicate that the vehicle was in motion around the very same time the statement was certified.
Thank you. According to Mr. Mohane, who commissioned this statement at 2 o'clock. Wait. Mr. Mohane says he commissioned this statement at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Umzana Mohane uthi ke statement lesinayo se wasisayenda ke was commissioner ke ngo 2 o'clock
In the afternoon.
afternoon ngalolo suku.
Ntambama.
Ntambama.
Thank you. Now, according to the AVL, at that point in time, the vehicle that Mr. Mohane was using on that day, the AVL indicates that the motor vehicle was moving somewhere around near Old Enfield Road in Rustenburg, and particularly at this time of 2 o'clock, it was driving at around 98 kilometers per hour.
Ngokuya ke ngayo Mohane ke uyachaza la nkantolo ukuthi ke ngalosuku lolo ke imoto ngakhathi lesika 2 o'clock ke ntambama imoto leke behamba ngale ngakubo Old Street lapha eRustenburg ngale nkathi ke ihamba isivinini saka 98 kilometers ngehora.
And in fact, just to give you a bit of a background about this AVL, you might not have had the opportunity to go through it because you could not have anticipated that I'll start off on this note. When one looks at the AVL, which is before court here, this motor vehicle has actually been driving since 1307. It's been driving. At some stage, there was a speed violation. 1307, the same day. There were speed violations. It has always been driving, speed violations. It has always been driving up until, it's been driving up until 15:08:59, where we see that there's an ignition off.
Mnisi didn't stop there. He told the court that when the entire AVL report is examined, the vehicle appears to have been driving continuously from approximately 13:07 until around 15:08 when the ignition was finally switched off. According to him, the AVL report even contains speed violations during that period. His point was not simply about whether the vehicle was moving. It was about whether the timing recorded on the witness statement could be reconciled with the AVL data. Mnisi also reminded the court how witness statements are normally taken. Typically, the witness and investigating officer sits down together while the witness explains what happened. The officer writes down the statement, the witness reads it, confirms it is correct, signs it, and the officer certifies the process. Mnisi's question was straightforward. If the AVL records accurately shows Sergeant Mohane driving at around 2 p.m., how could he have been sitting with a witness taking and commissioning a statement at the same time? The state has not responded to this apparent inconsistency. There could be explanations that emerge later in the proceedings, and ultimately it will be for the court to determine the weight, if any, should be given to this issue. What is clear is that today's exchange focused attention on the relationship between documentary evidence and electronic tracking records, two pieces of evidence that will need to be reconciled if they appear to tell different stories. As the trial continues, this is likely to be one of the issues many observers will watch closely. We are going to continue following every major development in the Senzo Muir trial right here on the Hot Seat SA. If you find this breakdown helpful, subscribe to the Hot Seat SA, turn on notifications, and let us know in the comment section, how do you think the court should approach an apparent discrepancy between a certified statement and AVL vehicle records? This is the Hot Seat SA.
Welcome to the fire where the stakes ignite, where the questions burn hotter than the night. No escape once you're locked in the heat. This is your trial on the Hot Seat.